The two world leaders were all smiles as they entered an elaborate banquet on Thursday night for a meal that included pan-fried pork buns, lobster, and Beijing roast duck. President Donald Trump and China's leader toasted the U.S.-China relationship.
The American and Chinese people share much in common. We value hard work, we value courage and achievement, we love our families, and we love our countries.
The banquet capped off a whirlwind day of pageantry that included an intricate welcome at the Great Hall and a visit to the historic Temple of Heaven, which dates back 600 years to the Ming Dynasty. But the main focus was the high-stakes talks between President Trump and China's President Xi Jinping. The White House says at least 14 U.S. business leaders accompanied President Trump, including the world's richest man, Tesla CEO Elon Musk.
President Trump very much wants to go back to the United States with headlines touting sales of soybeans, beef, and Boeing airplanes.
And the president says that one deal has already been struck, telling Sean Hannity at Fox News that China agreed to purchase 200 Boeing jets.
200 big ones. That's a lot of jobs.
The two leaders also spoke about the Iran war. China holds leverage over Iran because it's an ally and major buyer of Iranian oil. President Trump says that Xi agreed to stop sending military equipment to Iran and offered to help negotiate an end to the war.
He said, I would love to be a help.
But the U.S. and China are at odds over Taiwan, Xi warning that their differences could push the two countries to conflict. China asserts sovereignty over Taiwan, while the island's leaders claim independence. The U.S. has long supplied military support to the island, most recently by authorizing $11 billion in aid. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says U.S. policy on Taiwan has not changed.
We think it would be a terrible mistake to force that through force or anything of that nature. There would be repercussions for that.
And President Trump also invited Xi Jinping to Washington in September. This would be the Chinese leader's first visit to the U.S. since November 2023, when he met with then President Joe Biden in San Francisco. In Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.